Looks like we've got some preparations to make. We'd better start gathering supplies now. The runners have hit some trouble. Update on the runners. We still have some runners out there that need help. There's a zombie horde in the way. They're gonna need you to make a path. Can you clear a path for them? We still have people out there. Some folks out there could still use your help. Roger that. Stay safe. Better clear it out before it gets any worse. Be careful in there. Good luck. Hope you're about done there, because it's about to get messy. Bad news. You're gonna have company soon, and not the friendly kind. Just got word that a whole bunch more zombies are headed your way. You better clear that infestation before they get there. Better wrap things up quick. Hope you're about done there, because it's about to get messy. Everybody, get to the walls. We've got a horde incoming. Heads up, gang. Scouts are reporting a horde heading our way. Defensive positions, everybody. We're about to have company. We've got a horde sighting. Sounds like we have at least one horde inbound. Great. The hordes have found us again. You led them right to us. Well, isn't that cute? You brought friends. Heads up, everyone. We've got a horde coming in again. We should be safe for a while now. That should protect us for a little while, at least. It looks like that was the last horde for now. I think we're okay. It won't be a problem. Relax. We got this one. You better get back here, quick. I don't know how long we can hold them. This one's all hands on deck. You better get home ASAP. We're gonna need you here for this one. You might want to come home and lend a hand. We could use some backup if you can make it home. We might need an extra hand on this one. So we've got a visitor. Might want to come home and say hi. There's somebody here to see you. Come home when you have a chance. Somebody just showed up asking for you. You may want to come home. I've got a lead on something for you. I think I've got something for you. If you're looking for something to do, I think I can hook you up. Something just came in over the radio. I think I found us an opportunity. Feel like checking something out? I just got a report on something you might want to check out. This sounds like it might be worthwhile. This has been all over the radio lately. I just heard about something interesting. Should be on your map. Here's the coordinates. I'll get you the location. If you want to check it out, it's on your map. Here's the location. I'm sending you the location now. Your map should have the location. Have you got the location? You'll find it on your map. Feel like checking this out? I know it's probably not something you want to think about, but we've got a decision to make. We've got to be realistic about this. Everybody comes back as one of them. Listen, nobody likes having to make this call. I mean, I feel sick to my stomach just thinking about it. You know what'll happen if we don't. We can't ignore that. But we've got to face facts. Do what we have to do, even if we hate ourselves for it. Got a message from one of our neighbors. Just got a call from one of our neighbors. Some of our neighbors are in trouble. I just got a distress call from our neighbors. Hey, I just got word of another group of survivors nearby. You might want to go check it out. Sounds like they're in a bad spot. Might want to offer them a hand. Probably won't make it without our help. I don't think they're going to make it. I think we can try that again. Whenever you're ready, we can try that again. Our scout just spotted a new group of survivors. There's some trouble we might want to look into. There's still a few things to do out there. Seems like we have some unfinished business out there. So much to do, so little time. Right? I know you're busy, but there are some things that could use your attention. I'm sorry to bother you, but I wanted to make sure this was still on your radar. Things are getting pretty hairy out there, so we still got some stuff to take care of out there. Things are starting to sound pretty urgent. I don't know how long our friends can hold out. I know you have a lot to do, but time's running short on some of this. You know, if we don't help out soon, it may be too late. You may need to hurry, and time's not exactly on our side, if you know what I mean. Do what you can. They can probably handle it without you. Shouldn't be too much trouble, though. They could use your help. When are you coming home to let that heal? Why don't you come home and let that heal? Let someone else handle things for a while. Don't push yourself too hard. You need to give yourself time to heal at home. Don't forget to hit up the supply locker if you need anything. We do have supplies for you, if you need them. You've been pushing yourself like crazy. Come home and get some rest. You can't do everything yourself. Come home and rest. Somebody else can pick up the slack. You're going to burn yourself out if you don't come home and rest a little. You're doing great stuff out there. Just so you know, we all appreciate what you're doing out there. I feel like somebody should say something. It's just, God, what do you say in a situation like this? Shh. It's okay. It'll be over soon. Just close your eyes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just make it quick, okay? It's getting worse out there. Help! Hey, we were counting on you. We've got a problem. I'm not sure what's going on. One of our runners still hasn't checked in. We've lost contact with one of our people. The sooner the better. Better hurry up. We're gonna want to move quick on this one. Keep an eye out for infestations. There's a lot out there. Be careful. There are a lot of infestations out there. Keep your eyes peeled for infestations. Roger that. Copy that. I hear ya. Okay. Watch yourself out there. Duly noted. All right. Best of luck. We're gonna need to do something about that soon. I was afraid of that. Better keep an eye on it. Better make a note of it. We'll have to clear it out before it spreads. Will wonders never cease? Probably a good place to check for supplies then. Great. Let's keep it that way. That's great. You should go talk to them. Thank God. I was starting to worry there was nobody else left. Maybe we ought to send somebody out there. Might be able to help each other out. I've got bad news. Well, that didn't go well at all. Where were you? We really needed your help. Everything worked out all right. We nailed it. Problem? What problem? I don't remember a problem. Problem solved. I think we got this one well in hand. Turns out we had it covered pretty good. Seems like we missed an opportunity there. Looks like the moment's passed. Sounds like the situation out there has changed. Looks like we missed our shot. I hope we don't regret that missed opportunity. It was pretty rough, though. We could have used your help, though. It was a close call, though. They're on the move again. They've sorted it out themselves. They're moving again. Our people are in trouble. I'm hearing reports about some trapped survivors. They need you to bail them out of a jam. They're in a tough spot. Can you give them an escort? Hey, check your map again. Those guys are in real trouble. Hey, look at your map again. Sounds like a bad situation out there. They may not survive without your help. If they don't get help, those people could die. Our runners are in a bit of a jam. The runners have hit some trouble. Update on the runners. I've got word on a group of survivors on the run. Seems like they're moving around a bit. We've noticed some new survivor activity. I don't think they fortified anywhere. We should try to make contact. See if you can make contact. We're trying to get it set up, but we don't have everything we need. We need a little extra to get this thing done. We've got the basics, but to really pull this off, we need a little more. We've run into a bit of a snag. We're going to need to go on a little scavenger hunt. We've got a problem at the workshop. There's an issue with the infirmary. Something cropped up with the garden. No pun intended. Looks like we have an issue in the kitchen. Something's going on with the generators. I'm not saying anyone's a thief, but some things have walked off. Looks like we lost a few things. Some of our stuff is missing. Research is kind of slowed to a crawl. We can track it down, or find another way. But it'd be faster if you did a little scavenger hunt. I know we wanted to make some improvements, but we're missing a few things. Be careful with your flashlight. Zombies may be dumb, but even they'll notice if you shine a light right on them. If you're looking to shore up our ammo supplies, we've got no shortage of gun stores around here. Plus, just about everybody who lives outside town hunts at least a little. Plenty of restaurants around here if you're looking to beef up our food supply. Or you could go house to house and check kitchens, I guess. Gas stations are a pretty obvious spot to look for fuel. But this is farm country. Plenty of people keep a can or two in the shed or the barn. After the real estate bubble burst, construction pretty much stopped on a lot of buildings around here. Probably plenty of building material to scavenge at places like that. Medicine's been one of the more popular things to loot since this all started. But you can still find it if you know where to look. Grocery store pharmacies, corner drugstores. Heck, you'd be amazed what people have in their bathroom medicine cabinets these days. Funny thing about construction tools, they make pretty good zombie killers. Keep an eye out for construction sites, garages, repair shops, anything like that. They're basically arsenals now. Don't know if you noticed, but zombies aren't exactly the most perceptive. Heck, just hiding in a bush seems to be enough to avoid them. You've impressed a lot of people around here. So, if you wanted to claim dibs on some of the better gear, I don't think anybody'd mind. Might want to consider finding a suppressor for your gun, if you haven't already. It'll keep your shots from drawing every zombie in town. What do you think about trading resources with other survivors? Not only does it help everybody, it's gotta be easier than hoping we get lucky with our scavenging, right? How's the car holding up? If it needs a tune-up, you can bring it home. I'll make sure it gets fixed by tomorrow. Probably not a bad idea to switch up your weapons every once in a while. We can fix up your broken ones overnight. So, when are they coming to get us? What? Might want to send somebody with military experience. I don't know, maybe they'd respond better. Alan says the army just choppered a bunch of people into Spencer's mill. Looks like they're setting up some kind of camp. I don't know. There hasn't been anything on the radio. You might want to go check out that army camp. No telling how long they'll be there. No. I'm sorry. Good news. I've been working on figuring out these army broadcasts. They must be using seriously old-school equipment, because I was able to crack their encryption. Basically, we'll be able to hear their radio transmissions. I'll patch the interesting ones through to you. My dad got me my first ham radio set when I was 12. I guess I kind of got hooked. It was a way to see the world, even when I was stuck in the house. What do you suppose that was about? Have you had a chance to check out that weird army thing yet? Wow, that's... Thank you. Could have done without the mental image, but... Thank you. Of course. You might want to go check on whatever's going on down by the bridges. We might have a problem here. We've been looking through some of the records the army left behind. Looks like before the main force pulled out, a bunch of soldiers got sick. Sounds like the same thing Alan and Pastor Will had. Anyway, they ran out of room in their infirmary, so they started putting the sick anywhere they could find room, including a certain warehouse. That's the one. Anyways, these reports say they just left them behind. Sealed the doors and drove away. Yeah, that place is gonna be lousy with zombies. We don't know what's on the other side of that pass. We're going to need food, medicine, transportation. The usual. Can we blast our way through? What? I'm thinking outside the box. What about the other survivors? We can't just abandon them and hope they figure out the problem with the water. Everybody's here and ready to go. Can you get around them? I'll do it. I'll set it off. Look, I'm living on borrowed time as it is. It's not like anyone's still making the meds I need. right? Please. I'd rather go out like this than lying delirious in a bed somewhere. Wait a minute. Just a second. I wanted to leave something behind for the people that didn't make it. Even if nobody knows what it means but us, they deserve to be remembered. We're all ready to go. Just waiting on you. What do we do now? Might be worth it to do a little surveying. Just got word on the radio. Sounds like Doc's in some kind of trouble. According to the reports, he's up at the cemetery outside Spencer's Mill. Hey, you think you could talk to Jacob the next time you stop by? He's been really moody ever since Eli died. He won't talk to me about it. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor while you're out there? No, never mind, it's stupid. I've been packing up my dad's stuff, and I found a watch box. It's from the birthday present I got him when I was 12. This stupid little plastic thing with cartoon fish on it. I don't know why he kept it, but it kind of made me realize I don't have anything to remember him by. So I was going to ask if you'd go up to where he died and bring me something of his. No, forget it. It's stupid. It's way too risky. I'm sorry I brought it up. He was amazing. I know it must have been hard for him after Mom died, but he never let me see it. I remember this one time when I was too sick to go to the movies for Becky Lindemann's birthday party. He turned our living room into an old-timey movie theater, just for me. Popcorn machine, candy, curtains in front of the TV. He even made me get a ticket. I was 14. It was totally lame. But it was sweet. What's my dad's watch? Thank you. This really means a lot to me. Yeah. Hey, long time no see. What's your location? I haven't heard from you in a while. Mind calling in? You got that? They should be on your map. That's enough for a location. It's on your map. Dad? Hey, what's going on? Speak to me. Come back, please. Don't leave me here alone. Oh, no. No, don't go. No. Hey. Hello? Can you hear me? Report in. We can't lose you. Please come back. No, don't die on me. Hey, can you hear me? Come on. Don't be dead. Answer me. Don't be dead. I'm all packed up. Just let me know when you find a good place to settle down. I'll come and meet you there. Hey, I just got a call from a survivor. They really sound like they know what they're doing. You want to go bring them in? We can use another good person around here. You should have been here last month. We had a guy that just knew everything there was to know about the situation. Man, I really miss the captain right now. Hey, I'm hungry. Do you have that dead pony somewhere? I hope you brought me something for... Forget it. Just drop your stuff off and get some rest. You know, don't get me wrong, this place is really nice. But with all the zombies out there, I'm worried we might not be able to hold out here forever. Could you keep an eye out for a large vehicle of some kind, like an RV or a bus? Something we could pack everybody into and head out if things got bad? Even if we never use it, I think I'll feel better if I know we've got a plan B. You found the RV? How does it look? Never mind, I'll check your journal when you get home. I'm sure it will be full of useful info. Let's get started as soon as we can. We need to get that thing roadworthy, just in case. That's it, we're full up. Unless someone wants to ride on the roof. Whenever you're ready, I'll pack up the radio and go. Hey everybody, if you're listening, we knew this day was coming. We can't stay here. Not anymore. We can fit a few people and supplies on the RV. It'll be tight, but we can manage. Everybody else, take whatever you want from our stockpiles. After what you've been through, you deserve it. Good luck out there. Hey, losing that RV was kind of rough. For a while there, I felt really secure, Like no matter what happened, we could always just move. Nothing could touch us. It's a long shot. But keep your eyes open, okay? If we have another chance like that, we should take it. Did you look inside the RV? It's just awful. All that blood and maybe worse. It's not just that it's horrible. A place like that could make us sick. We've got to disinfect it or it's a death trap. I guess it was too much to hope that we'd find a working RV. There's something wrong with the engine. Maybe we can fix it if we hammer on it for a while? What do you think? It's no wonder somebody abandoned that RV. Its fuel tank is totally dry. Those things are gas guzzlers. We'll need a lot of fuel if we want to get anywhere. We're going to have to fix the tires on the RV. Maybe even replace them. I think something might have been chewing on them. Ugh. That's it. The RV is ready to go. I'm not saying we should leave right now, necessarily. We've all gotten pretty attached to this place. But it's good to know if it ever gets too hot around here, or if the food runs out for good, we know we've got a way out. Thank you for that. Hey, listen, I picked something up over the radio. There's a broken down RV just outside of town. Looks like somebody just left it there. It's in way better shape than most of the other big vehicles that are lying around. If we can fix it up, it might be our ticket out of here. Hey, you know the drill. If you see a way for us to get out of here, let me know. I'm already starting to feel cooped up. Anybody out there? You aren't alone. We have food, water, and shelter, and we're willing to share. Anybody receiving that knows a place to stock up on ammo? We're looking a little light here. We're running low on food here. If anyone has any leads on unspoiled food stores, well, we'd really appreciate it. We're running low on fuel here. Any suggestions on where we might find more? We're planning a little DIY around here. Anybody know a place we can find some materials? I know it's tough out there for everybody, but we've got sick people here and no medical supplies to speak of. Anyone out there know where our runners might find some? Good news! Our people just kicked some serious zombie butt. Score 1 for the still breathing. If any of you out there runs into one of our people, you owe them a beer. You can scratch one more infestation off your maps. Our people just cleared out a serious infestation. That's one more nest of these dead things we don't have to worry about. I think we've got the space to plant a little garden if we wanted. It'd mean we'd have to spend less time scrounging for food. Plus, eating fresh fruits and vegetables has to be better for us than the canned stuff. I don't know about you, but I miss the comforts of modern life. You know, like being able to see after the sun goes down. I think I figured out some power options, though. Looks like our best bet's setting up a generator. Solar panels would be even better, but we'd have to move into some place that already has them installed. Either way, we should look into it. Having electricity will open a lot of doors for us. This place is starting to get kinda gross. People are just eating wherever, leaving messes. I think I have a plan for building a kitchen. Having one clear, clean place to prepare our food will go a long way. So, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff lately, and something occurred to me. We don't know squat. I mean, when it comes to long-term survival. Like, I've got my dad's old notebooks, and I'm sure some people here have at least worked on a farm, but if we had reference material, we could do a whole lot more. Well, since we don't have the internet anymore, I'm thinking we should start assembling a reference library. Books on gardening, electrical engineering, carpentry, anything we can get our hands on. We gotta start somewhere, right? I think we should clear out some space specifically for medical treatment, because let's face it, people are gonna get hurt out there. Having a place to take care of them will get them back on their feet faster. We need some more sleeping space. People are already sharing beds and shifts. Now, I've drawn up some basic plans, but we'll want to get on this in a hurry. People are already talking about leaving. Keeping all our supplies organized would go a long way toward making things easier around here. I've got some ideas on that front. I don't want to name names or anything, but we've got some out-of-shape people around here. If we set aside a little space for a training area, we could make sure everybody's ready for all that fence hopping and zombie fleeing. You know how it sucks when your hatchet breaks right in the middle of splatting zombies? Well, I'm thinking, if we build a workshop, we can keep our weapons in better repair. Guns included, maybe. And hey, we might even be able to make our own stuff. Fire bombs, firecrackers, maybe even stuff that doesn't involve fire at all. Good, you made it. Real nice, Alan. I offered them shelter. I'm letting them in. Us freeloaders have to stick together. Come on, I'll give you the nickel tour. Great. Your first left will take you right to the church. I mean, straight to the church. You know what I mean. You haven't heard? It started, 12, 13 days ago? At first, it was just weird stories on the news. Random maulings, violent incidents at hospitals, black helicopters in the sky. Just strange stuff. I guess they were trying to keep it quiet, but that didn't last too long. People figured it out pretty quick. People who die, they don't stay dead. They come back as one of those things. Seems like the only way to stop them for good is with a shot to the head. Anything else, they just keep coming. At first, they told us just to stay home, lock our doors, and wait for the all clear. I don't know. Yeah, I guess zombie's as good a word as any. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of messed up supervirus. Maybe it's radiation from outer space, or black magic, or the wrath of almighty frickin' God. Your guess is as good as mine. The government? You don't get it. It's been total chaos. Then the power died. No one ever sounded the all clear. So, how'd you end up on this frequency, Dad? Dad, are you there? Can you make it down to Spencer's Mill? Some of us are holed up at the church. If your friend doesn't look too dicey, we'll let you in. We're at the east end of Spencer's Mill. If you've got a map, the church should be on it. Sleeping quarters? Hope you don't mind sharing. We're pretty tight on space here. Alan's been saying we should move to someplace bigger, but my dad's a carpenter, and he says we could build like a dorm room or something to get more space. I think you've met just about everybody, except maybe my brother and my dad. They're out scouting for supplies, I think. I haven't heard from them in a while. I spend most of my time here, using the radio to coordinate everyone. Next up's the kitchen. Sam's our unofficial in-house chef, but well, there's only so much anybody can do with canned soup and pork rinds. Seriously, though, rule number 1, all the food stays in here and it stays sealed. You wouldn't believe how fast rats get into things otherwise. We learned that one the hard way. Come on, I'll show you the rest of the grounds. Truth is, Ed's not the only one who needs medications. I've got lupus, It's a chronic condition. Could be fatal without treatment. If I don't get the medicine I need soon, I'm in the same boat as your friend. I was hoping you'd say that. Come on, I'll show you what we need. Look, I didn't want to say this in front of your friend, but fever is a bad sign, especially after a bite. Pastor Will's going to try and get Doc Hansen to come down and take a look at him, but if he doesn't get some antibiotics, he's probably not going to make it. If it comes to that, I promise Alan will take care of him. Bullet to the brain before he turns. It's for the best. Don't you get it? More of us didn't make it than did. We can't be soft-hearted about this. Not anymore. We need medicine here anyway. You can't be sick. You understand? No one can be sick. No, it's... Okay, look, we're barely hanging on here as it is. Medicine was some of the first stuff to run out. We don't have any to spare for your friend. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Yeah, okay, sure. If you can find a place to get more medicine, I'll make sure your friend has a place to stay. I know. If you need to resupply before you head out, check the locker. I'm sending Alan and Sam to meet you at the clinic. It was that, or let him stay here and keep grumbling about kicking you and Ed out. Okay, look. I've got this condition, lupus. It's chronic, no cure. Without medication, your friend needs antibiotics. I need medicine, so I kinda sent you to a place you might find both. I think we got what we needed from the scouting. Alan and Sam are waiting for you at the clinic if you're willing to help with the supply run. If I knew that, we'd have raided it for supplies already. We need to find someplace with a good stockpile of medications. Someplace less obvious than a hospital or a pharmacy. Those are the first places to get hit. Sure. Just one sec. You're welcome. We'll do a few more of those on other frequencies too. Somebody will know where he is. He's hanging in there. But let's just hope we find the doc soon. Those antibiotics would be a big help too. Here, there's a cell tower behind the swine and bovine. From up there, you should be able to get a good look at the town. Maybe you'll spot some place to find medicine. Just hurry, okay? I'm not sure how long I can rein Alan in. Alan's starting to get antsy. You better find that medicine soon. We try not to travel in large groups too often. Attracts too much attention. So all we need from you right now is a little scouting. There's a clinic northwest of town. But last time we thought about making a supply run in the area, it was crawling with, zombies. What I want you to do is head to the cell tower on the north side of town and find a way up. Tell us if the coast is clear. Be our eyes in the sky. Okay, that's about it. I'll stay in touch on the radio and talk you through everything. Good luck out there. Let me know if you find anything. Meanwhile, enjoy your view of scenic Spencer's Mill, renowned for having the friendliest, flesh-eatingest residents in the valley. Oh yeah, Dr. Gilroy's clinic. What about it? That's a good idea. Okay, sounds like it's worth checking out. Geez, I don't know. At first it just seemed like the place to go, you know? End of the world and all that. Then we started hearing about how bad it was getting. Other people tried to go it alone and ended up, well, we just sort of stayed here after that. No. There used to be 12 of us. Jacob! Oh, thank God. When I heard what happened, I thought I'd lost you. You scared the pants off me, you big fat jerk. What were you doing out there? Uh-huh. And were you scouting with Eli Wilkerson? Aw, that's so cute. Hey, have you seen Dad recently? The lake, huh? Where are you? Jacob? Jacob, come in. Has anyone out there seen my brother? Jacob? Where have you been? I've been trying to raise you for ages. What's going on? If anybody's in the neighborhood, can you please go get my idiot brother? Have you had a chance to check on Jacob yet? I know I've asked you for a lot already, but please, he's my brother. Oh, thank you. Now please, smack him in the head for being an idiot. How bad is it? Just hang on. Somebody will be there soon. What were you thinking? You know nobody's supposed to go out there alone. Tell me you weren't with Eli Wilkerson again. I don't trust him. You know what his family's like. Just be careful, okay? I just got you back. I don't want to lose you again. I guess we're moving on, huh? I know. I'm sorry I blew up at you. Yeah. Guess I owe Jacob one too. Cannot believe you. You want to run away. Again. You're right. It's not. We've built a home here, and you just want to abandon it because things are getting tough. Fine. Then maybe you should bail on us too. Tense. People are starting to get antsy, what with the crowding and all. Hey, I don't want to panic you, but we may have a problem. I've been talking to some of the other survivors. A bunch of them are talking about some new disease that's been hitting their people. Yeah? Well, better stock up on meds. Pastor Will's not looking so great. We don't know he was going to die, Alan. What about me, Alan? Do I need to start sleeping with one eye open? You need to get home right now. Alan just shot Pastor Will. Have you seen the radio equipment here? Pretty swanky. Hey, what's up? So, we gonna get a bigger place soon? Sam snores. A lot. In a weird way, I think I'm going to miss this place. Everything's packed and ready. Are we leaving soon? Home sweet home. Don't get me wrong, I love the church. But we need to consider the long term. Infirmary is going to fill up fast at this rate. Alan! Alan! Have you heard anything I've said in the last minute? You're not fine. You need to go to the infirmary. So you were up on Mount Tanner the day you found us. My dad was up there that day. You know, my dad who's been missing ever since. Anything you want to tell me? Thank you. I mean, I kind of already knew, but it's good to hear it out loud. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just, worried in general. Are you okay? Oh my God! No, it's fine. Let's get you to the infirmary. Yes, Alan. Pastor Will is still sick. God, will you just shut up, Alan? I'm sorry we all ignored you so much. You kept us going when it would have been easier to give up. Is Alan out there with you? Shoot. I think he wandered off on his own. He left this note on my desk. I don't know what it means. It says, heading to the fork in the road for a country fried steak. Maybe gone a while. Alan. I think he might be delirious. I guess we owe someone a thank you, huh? Cleo? Are you listening? Oh, this is silly. She's probably just a recording. But thank you. Sounds like we've got another supply drop incoming. Be careful. You know zombies love radio beacons for some reason. The Cleo beacon is up. Watch for a big crowd of zombies. So do you think Cleo knows we're here? And she's sending these things to us on purpose? Or are these beacons just landing everywhere? Hey, we've got another message from Cleo. Supply drop is here. It's definitely somewhere in the valley. So I'm picturing this warehouse full of supplies and a woman named Cleo who sits at a radio all day surrounded by her cats. Actually, that sounds a lot like my life. We need to get out of here. Cleo's sending us another gift basket. I'll break out the thank you cards. I'm picking up the Cleo signal. The beacon must be up. Be careful, all right? Be careful, all right? I've been getting the same message now from Cleo for a while. It's different from the others. It sounds like something's gone wrong on her end. Well, it was fun while it lasted. So those zombies really like that beacon, huh? I hope whatever you found out there was worth the risk. Hey, there's something weird coming over the radio. It's really strong, like it's super close by. Here, listen. It just goes on like that. Can you keep an eye out for something like a transmitter or a beacon? I don't know what you're looking for. Cleo, next time we do this, I'd like a crate of snack cakes and a subscription to Zombie Survival Weekly, just in case you're taking requests. Looks like we've got a supply drop incoming. Watch your heads. The Cleo beacon is broadcasting now. More strings of numbers. I'm writing all this down just in case. My notebook looks like I'm a crazy person. Another drop secure. Nice work. The beacon is down. Hope that means you're all right. I'm guessing you found that supply drop. We'll see you back here soon. Fanny angels? Now they're just messing with us. The Cleo beacon is up. Good luck. Another supply drop? How do they know where we are? This is weird. I hope we're not stealing from someone, but I guess they know where to find us. I think I caught something. It's that Cleo person again, but a lot fainter. Listen, I keep hearing it every few minutes, but the number of mics is getting lower. I think it's a countdown. I'll tell you when it gets to 0. Unless it's like a nuke or something, then you'll know. All right, we've got a strong signal. I think it's another beacon. It's saying 11 Tango Mike Papa 25 Delta. Are these coordinates? I don't know what they mean. Keep your eyes open. Whoa, I felt that from here. Cleo's sending us magic airstrike grenades now? Who does she think we are? We just lost a barricade! They got through! Barricades down! They're inside! Watch the barricades. Don't let them break through. Keep them off the barricades. They're gonna break through any second. We just wrapped up a construction project, and we're done building. You coming home for the ribbon cutting? Construction complete. I always wanted to say that. And that's another project in the books. Thanks to some hard work, we're done building. Some folks said we'd never finish, but check it out. Some folks said we'd never be finished, but check it out. Good, you made it. No one can be sick. It's always hard to lose one of our own. It seems like we've lost so many people. But we can't stop fighting. If we give up, we're nothing. Less than nothing. Who's going to remember us if we roll over and die? Whatever fertilizer we're using, it's working. That last crop was huge. Great news. This last crop came up even better than we hoped. We've got an awesome crop ready for harvest. Looks like a lot more than usual. Well, that whole crop's wasted. We should have harvested sooner. Bad news. We let our crop sit too long, and now everything's rotted on the vine. We need to be better about harvesting our crops. We just lost a whole planting. It was black fever. They never stood a chance. Scouts said they found a bunch of empty pill bottles around. I don't think it was suicide, though. I think they were trying to fight the black fever. Whatever's causing the black fever, it's spreading fast. We just lost another group of survivors. More people are dying out there. You remember those other survivors? They didn't make it. Another one of our neighbors is gone. No survivors. Reports are still sketchy, but it sounds like suicide. Somebody found them all with gunshot wounds to the head. Doesn't sound like there was anything anybody could have done. They just gave up. I guess they just hit their breaking point. Decided a quick, clean end was better than trying to scrape by for one more day. I don't know what to think, you know? Could we have done more to help them out? I tell myself we're better than people like the Wilkersons. But those people are still dead, and we didn't do anything to stop it. I feel terrible. They were always asking for help. I guess this time they really needed it. We have to try not to blame ourselves. We've had to make a lot of tough decisions lately. We can't save everyone. I've got some bad news. You're gonna want to hear this. I've got some news, but I don't think you're gonna like it. New report from our scouts. Hope you're sitting down for this one. I don't have a lot of details, but it sounds like one of their own turned sometime during the night. It was all over from there. I know they'd been sick for a while. I guess one of them succumbed and turned. They were dead before they knew what hit them. People got hurt, and they couldn't do what had to be done. In the end, somebody turned. That was all it took. Scouts said they found them with grass stuffed in their mouths. Starved. Bad way to go. They were always having trouble maintaining their defenses. I guess when the hordes came, they couldn't hold them off. For once, it wasn't zombies. They must have gotten a bad batch of food, got sick, and couldn't shake it. The zombies broke through their defenses. I heard the whole thing on the radio. It was awful. It was bad. The zombies got in somehow and just swarmed them. They must have drawn too much attention. The zombies followed one of them home and overwhelmed them. There's not a lot to go on. Looks like one of those freaks got inside and killed everybody. So, I've been looking over some of my dad's old drawings. I have an idea. I've been going through my dad's notes, looking for inspiration. How does this grab you? My dad had some pretty wild ideas for what to do with this place. Listen to this. I came across an interesting construction idea in my dad's old notes. What do you think of this? I've got some ideas for how to improve this place. So, I've been sketching some plans in my spare time, and I think I hit on something. Ooh, brainwave. Check this out. I know you're big on beefing up our base. Oh, what do you think of this? I had a thought about the base. Let me know if I'm crazy. These things aren't your regular shambling corpses. You have to think tactically. There's something weird going on there. One of those feral zombies has been lurking around there. We've had sightings of a really big zombie around there. Sounds like there's a rotter nearby. Seems like a screamer issue. Some people have been seeing zombies with helmets or something. I didn't really know, Ed. I don't think any of us did, really. Except for Marcus. I didn't really know Ed. I don't think any of us did, really. Not even Maya. But I do know that he was always ready with a joke to lighten the mood. Sometimes one of his cracks was the only thing that kept us all from killing each other. Anyways, even if we didn't know him that well, we'll miss him. So long, Ed. Eldridge may have been rude, crude, and kind of a jerk face, but I'm still gonna miss him. Goodbye, Sasquatch. It's always hard to lose one of our own. It seems like we've lost so many people. But we can't stop fighting. If we give up, we're nothing. Less than nothing. Who's going to remember us if we roll over and die? If nobody minds, I'd like to have a moment of silence. Thank you. I know that losing a friend hurts, but we can't block it out like it never happened. Our memories are the only legacies they can leave behind. We owe them that much. We lost a friend today. Let's all take a moment to remember the sacrifice they made. Nobody here has escaped losing people they cared about. We all feel that pain, but we also take joy in the memories they left us. You remember those people at the Grange? Quentin and Becca and the rest? I just got word on the radio. Someone hit them, looted the place blind, and, well, it sounds like there were no survivors. Major Hawks she made me feel safe when she was around. You know, I'm not even sure what her first name was. God, that's just sad. Something bad happened out there at the Barrett place. Reports are still coming in, but it sounds like the Wilkersons are dead. I'm not sure what happened exactly. Some people are saying it was zombies. Some are saying it was some kind of shootout. You know, we're probably all safer without them around. So why do I still feel bad about this? Jacob was... Growing up, he was my hero. It killed me when he left home. And just when I thought I'd gotten him back, I'm sorry, I can't. Kilohana had the strongest heart of anyone I've known. I hate these zombies for taking him away from us. So... welcome to our little home. Sorry you had to show up at such a bad time. But we're really glad you're here. We've lost too many people already. Marcus didn't join us until pretty late in this whole thing. But right from the beginning, he was one of us. He really cared. Not just about surviving, but about doing the right thing. I wish I'd gotten to know him better. Maya didn't join us until pretty late in this whole thing. But right from the beginning, she was one of us. She really cared. Not just about surviving, but about doing the right thing. I wish I'd gotten to know her better. The people at the courthouse, they're all dead. I can't believe it. I mean, that place was like a fortress. If they couldn't survive on their own, what chance has anybody got? She'd probably kill me if she knew I was saying this about her. But Sam was a good person. I think she put up such a tough front because getting close to people made it harder to lose them. But she always looked out for me. For anybody she felt like she had to protect. Goodbye, Sam. We'll miss you. And your foul friggin' mouth. Vince was always making me laugh. I'd like to remember that. It's just too easy to forget people now. Vince was always making me laugh. I'd like to remember that. It's just too easy to forget people now. One of our outposts is in trouble. We've got problems at one of our outposts. We've had trouble getting the supplies from one of our outposts. Great. That should get everything working again. Awesome. Now that we've established an outpost, we can really start pushing the zombies back and reclaiming the valley. And the steady supply of ammo won't hurt. Also, now we've got a good source of medicine. Plus, we can get building materials from here. Sweet. And now we've got a fuel supply. Go us! Having a good source of food helps too. Cool. That'll go a long way towards securing the area. That outpost is up and running. We've got a line on one of our missing people. We've had a sighting of one of our missing people. This may be our only chance. We've got to get on this. We should get on this ASAP. Life is at stake. If you're interested, there's a little recovery operation we could do. It'd be best to hurry, though. Never know when someone might walk off with their stuff. Runners should be getting close soon. You'll need to go meet with them. You can meet with them and see if it's worth our while. They've sent someone to talk it over. Come on home and talk to our guests if you're interested. We've got a trade offer. We've got an opportunity for a little trade. We've got a chance to trade some goods. I've been thinking. You're so good at surviving out there. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to teach some of your skills to other folks. It might be a good idea if you train some of the rest of us. Hey, got a message from some of our neighbors. One of our neighbors radioed in a special request. They're wondering if we'd be willing to teach them a few survival skills. They'd like to learn some of your zombie killing techniques. I've been looking at these old ham radio manuals. I don't like the fact that we're not hearing any transmissions from outside the valley. I'm picking up a lot of weird signals lately. I think they're encrypted radio chatter. I think I could cobble together a signal booster out of these old guitar amps. Maybe pick up broadcasts from farther away. I mean, signal reception's always been bad here. We're basically in a giant bowl. But we should have heard something by now. If I had some more hardware, I might be able to decipher them. Good thing Pastor Will played the electric guitar at Sunday school. We can't just let the zombies infest these buildings. We need to clear this infestation out. The more infestations there are, the more dangerous the streets get. It's time to clear this infestation out. We're not going to make it without more ammunition. How do you feel about going on a supply run? We've identified a good spot to find some supplies. New report from our scouts. I've got a lead on some supplies. We need to do some foraging if we're going to survive. Check your map. Might want to check here. We don't have enough food for everyone. We ought to make a supply run. We don't have enough guns for everyone. I know where we can go to fix that. We're going to need more building materials. Let's try looking around here. We should collect some more medicine. Might find some here. We need to get a better look at our surroundings. We should survey the area. Might want to head down to the courthouse and see what's going on. Just got word from Sheriff Parsons. I guess those people didn't make it. Thought you should know. Sounds like they're having some trouble with infestations in Marshall. Yeah, he's kind of a local big shot. Owned a bunch of businesses in Marshall, served on the county commission, that kind of thing. A lot of people used to say he was crooked, but nobody ever proved anything. All I know is when my dad's insurance wouldn't cover my treatment, Ray shows up at our place one night with an envelope full of cash. Tells my dad not to worry so much. Just remember me in November. It was $10,000. Yeah, well, I don't know where he got it, and I don't really care. Ray's a good guy in my book. What do you suppose Ray wants? I remember that the charges were dismissed. Nobody could prove anything. I wish I could say I know what you're going through out there. I wish I could be out there, helping out. But all I can do is tell you how proud I am of you. You're kind of a hero, you know?
Come on, you pouty little girls, britches. Suck it up and keep going.
Was that too much? I was kind of going for a Doc Hansen thing there. My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Never made much sense to me. I mean, what? When the going was easy, were the tough just sitting around on their butts? Anyways, now's the time to get tough and get going. You can do it. Pastor Will always used to say God would provide. No matter how bad things got, he never lost faith. Me, I'm not so sure about God. But I've got faith in us. And in you. Kinda busy here. Can it wait? Hey, just happy to help. I may not be Pastor Will, but I do what I can. No problem. Anytime. Now's not the right time. We should talk about this later. Are you sure? That's a big decision. Really? Are you sure? Should I tell everyone to pack up? Pretty big step. Sure you want to go through with this? I feel like we just got settled. You sure about this? Are you sure? I mean, The church has been home since it started. I hate to leave it. Bueno! I always wanted to live in a Mexican restaurant. The treehouse was what sold you, wasn't it? At least we'll have plenty of room to grow. Talk about out in the boonies. I guess it'll be quiet at least. No place like home, huh? I used to pass that place on my way to school all the time. It seems nice. Okay, we'll get everybody moving. We'll start packing the place up. Okay, but I get first dibs on bedrooms. We'll be there soon. Think we have enough building materials to make it secure? Do we have enough people to defend it? It's not a room with murderous Walking Dead guys, right? I mean, it's pretty safe there. Does it have a good wall around it? Like a defensible perimeter? Is it empty? That's not a building. Are you suggesting we start camping under the stars? We can't manage another outpost. We're stretched too thin as it is. We've already built all the outposts we can afford. That's going to be way beyond what we can support. We need more materials before we can do that. We don't have the materials to fortify that place. We need more materials before we can even think about a project that big. That's not going to happen unless we get some more materials. I don't think anyone's available. Sorry, everybody's out of commission right now. We don't have anybody free to make a run right now. Everybody here's occupied. Sorry. All right. You did what you could. Okay. What? Roger that. Let me know when I should start paying attention again. Okay, I'll round up everybody that's available. I'll see who's free and send them your way. They'll be on their way soon. I'll get people moving. I'll get someone out there ASAP. Runners should be getting close soon. They should be close. Should be seeing your runners soon. Copy that. Who do you want? Just let me know who to send. Who should I send? Who do you want? You know, I hate to say it, but we're not the most popular folks around here these days. I'm having a heck of a time finding people willing to trade with us. Have you noticed how we seem to be attracting the wrong kind of people lately? We might want to take some steps to improve our reputation. We're getting pretty famous around here. Lots of people seem pretty keen to join us. We've almost got more trade offers than we can deal with. So whatever you're doing out there, keep it up. As far as anybody around here knows, we're kind of nobodies. Word of mouth counts for a lot these days, and we kind of don't have any. If we want people to trust us, we're going to need to prove ourselves. So I know we rock, and you know we rock, but other people don't seem to be getting the memo. Is it me, or are people really slow to trust us lately? Somewhere along the line, we picked up a reputation for being kind of wimpy. Might want to see what we can do to beef up our rep. Looks like we just had a breakthrough. I think the phrase is eureka. Good news. Our research just paid off. Yeah, I'm with you in spirit. How could you do that? Hey, you. Little help? Gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm kind of blown away by how awesome you are. I see why folks around here think you're so amazing. I'm super impressed by what you've accomplished. Don't take it so hard. These things happen. Don't beat yourself up about this. We'll make it. You did your best. We all appreciate that. Hey, chin up. We'll figure out another way. I'll share the good news with everybody. That's great. I'll let everyone know. Way to go. People will be psyched to hear about this. Terrific news. Let me tell the whole group. All set. Your call who we put in charge. But I think I know the perfect person. I really think we've got the right person to take charge of this one. I know just the person to get this whole thing working. We need somebody to run the place, though, or it won't do any good. Too bad we don't have anybody to staff it. Somebody's gonna have to take responsibility for it if it's going to do us any good, though. You'll just have to decide who you want to run it. Now we just need to put somebody in charge of it. That's your call. Who do you think should staff the place? Excellent. Check that out. Just what we needed. Aw, you're the best. What you got? My hero. Sweet. You're building the ultimate tree fort, aren't you? At this rate, we could start our own lumber yard. Please tell me that's a sack full of building materials. We're down to our last nails. Thank God. I was starting to worry this place was gonna fall over. Planning a new construction project? Sweet. We can always use more 2x4s. How'd it go out there? That's good news. See you soon. That's good news. See you soon. Happy to hear it. We'll be ready. Hey, nice work out there. You're such a trooper. How's it going? Got anything good? I hope you brought me something pretty. We'll crack open a cold one for you. That's just disturbing on so many levels. We'll see you soon. Roger that. We'll be waiting. We'll be ready. You just think entirely with your stomach, don't you? If this turns into another joke about sausage, I swear to God. Is that food? And not a minute too soon. That's a relief. Guess we can never have too much. We'll pack this away for a rainy day. Who is this? Heads up, survivors. Looks like it's getting pretty bad out there. It's pretty bad out there. I wouldn't go out without backup. We've got to do something soon. It's getting way too dangerous out there. Have you looked at the streets lately? It's like every day is Zombie Pride Day. Our scouts can't go anywhere without running into hordes. It takes hordes a while to congregate. If we clear some of them out, it'll make things easier for us. For a while, anyways. Those hordes are giving some of our runners some serious problems. The infestations are getting pretty bad out there. We need to do something about those infestations. There's a reason we're seeing so many hordes out there. Seems like half the valley's infested. If we don't take out some of these infestations, we're just going to keep getting more hordes. Sounds like things are mostly quiet out there. Things actually seem pretty calm out there for once. Sounds like we're all quiet. Sounds like things are par for the course out there. It's bad out there, yeah, but no worse than usual. Situation seems normal. So, we're only kinda totally screwed. This place is pretty much Fort Knox. Bring on the zombies. We're about as secure as we can be here. Any hordes that come our way are gonna be sorry. I don't want to put my mouth on trouble, but I think our defenses here are pretty solid. We really aren't ready for another attack. If they hit us again anytime soon, we're in trouble. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if we're gonna survive another attack. We might be able to hold off another attack, if we're lucky. I think our defenses are okay, but I'm not sure I want to put them to the test. We could probably beef up our defenses, just to be safe. We just don't have enough people to cover the walls. We're pretty short-handed. If we get attacked, we're gonna have blind spots in our defenses. We need more people if we're going to cover all the approaches. Not a lot we can do without ammo. We don't have enough bullets for everybody. We need more ammo, or we're gonna be fighting off the next attack with sticks and rocks. If we don't get some guns, the next attack just might overwhelm us. Going up close and personal with these things is a recipe for disaster. We need more guns. We're really short on guns. A few more outposts would give us more of a safety net. We might want to set up a few more outposts. You know what's awesome? Outposts. We should set up more. We don't get enough warning of these attacks. We need to build an outpost. An outpost would give us more warning about attacks. We should think about building an outpost. Might help slow down these attacks. We're gonna be in trouble if it gets down to hand-to-hand fighting. We just don't have enough weapons. We're pretty short on weapons. I think some people are down to broken bottles. We need more weapons here. Having people on the walls is great, but if we had a watchtower, it'd be easier to coordinate our defenses. We could really use a watchtower. Someplace we can post a lookout and snipe zombies from? A watchtower would really help us with our defenses. Check it out. I managed to decrypt the signal. Yes, I cracked the signal. Let's see what people are saying. I think I managed to listen in on some pretty heavy-duty stuff. Want to hear? I'm picking something up. Hang on. I've got a transmission coming in, I think. Somebody's broadcasting something. It's pretty garbled. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can play it for you. Give me a second to get it tuned in. Check this out. This came over the radio a little while ago. I managed to record most of it. Good thing my tape recorder was running. You're gonna want to hear this. Listen to this. I recorded it a little while ago. Sounds like there's some commotion out there. You might want to swing by and check this out. Our scouts have spotted some people moving around here. Might want to make contact. A lot of zombie activity out there. That might mean survivors. Zombies are pretty thick on the ground right now. Could be trouble down the road. Lots of zombies milling around. Might want to go see what's getting their attention. Hey, while you're out there, keep an eye out for infestations. If we ignore them, they'll just spread. And next thing you know, we're neck deep in zombies. You may want to keep an eye out for survivors. We could always use more help around here. And they'll probably appreciate a safe place to stay. Our people are getting really worried about the ammo situation. We need to find more ammo fast. What we've got won't last much longer. We're almost completely out of ammo. If we don't get more soon, things are going to get ugly. We're running dangerously low on food. If we don't find more, people are going to die. Our food stocks are almost completely gone. We need to find more, fast. The food situation here is really dire. Please, keep your eyes open for any place we can get more. We've burned through almost all of our fuel. Better get some more soon. We're gonna be in a tight spot. We're gonna have to start using something weaker to make our firebombs. The generators could shut down any minute now. I don't have to tell you how bad that would be. This place is starting to fall apart. We really need more materials. We're down to scraps for building materials. We really need more. We've got next to nothing left for building projects. We're going to need more really soon. Our medicine cabinet's almost empty. I don't want to think about what will happen next time someone gets sick. Look, the medicine situation here is critical. We need to get more, and we need to get it soon. Unless we get more medicine quick, the next flu that rolls through here is going to wipe us out. We're getting light on ammunition. We've burned through a lot of our ammo. We're gonna need more soon. Our ammo reserves are dwindling. The ammo locker's looking pretty empty. Just checked our stockpiles. We're running low on food. The cupboard's looking a little bare. Might want to keep an eye out for some food. Food supplies are looking a little tight. We're okay for a little while yet, but we're going to need more food soon. We're running pretty low on fuel. Might want to look for more before it becomes a problem. Without it, we won't be able to make real firebombs. We'll be stuck scavenging for liquor bottles. Before too much longer, we're gonna have to shut the generators off. We're getting low on building materials. The lumber room's looking pretty empty. Might want to look for some building materials out there. We're pretty undersupplied for DIY projects. Keep an eye out for building materials. We're getting low on medicine. We're going to need more medicine pretty soon. If we don't get more medicine, we're going to start seeing a lot more sick people. Having outposts is great, but we could be using them more proactively. It's a risk, but our people could thin out the zombies around our outposts. Should make the area a little safer. All right, now that we've got an actual cook, we should really go all out. Have an I survived the zombie apocalypse feast. It boosts morale, and I bet people would feel more energized after a big, healthy meal. Well, once the itis wears off. We've got a fresh crop ready to harvest. Better get on that before it all starts to rot. Looks like it's harvest time again. Another crop's ripe. Time to get harvesting. Now this is interesting. I found this old article in a science magazine about making biodiesel out of food byproducts. It actually looks like we could do something similar here. So, zombies aren't covered by the Geneva Convention, right? Because we just figured out how to make pressure-sensitive mines. Thought you'd want to know. Our guys have hit on a way to make pretty reliable firecrackers. Okay, so in terms of raw firepower, it's not that impressive, but they'll make good distractions. Good news, we figured out how to make homemade grenades. Yay? You know, most people think a Molotov cocktail is just a bottle of booze with a rag stuffed into it. But the ones the Finns invented were actually pretty sophisticated. Ours? Ours are still pretty much bottles of booze with rags in them. But at least we can make them now. I've been looking over our medical stocks. It looks like we could break some of this stuff down and brew up some stimulants. Not that I'm planning to break bad on you, but a little energy boost while you're out there might save your butt. You'll like this one. The boys in the back room figured out how to make a suppressor. It's not as good as the professional one, only lasts a couple dozen shots, but it should keep you from getting swarmed the first time you fire off a round. I found this old book on canning and pickling food. It seems pretty straightforward. Might want to consider it for some of our surplus. They may not be as bad as hordes, but even having a few zombies wandering around here is a risk. We might want to get somebody up in the watchtower to pick them off. People are getting fed up with canned food and beef jerky. Now that we've got the means, we should cook up a big fresh meal. Get everybody's spirits up, you know? Cots and futons beat sleeping on the ground, but I think we could get some actual beds in here without too much trouble. I don't know about you, but I know a good night's sleep in a real bed always gives my energy level a boost. If we made a few additions to our training area, we could run combat drills. Better fighters make better survivors. The biggest problem we've got right now is food spoilage, right? Well, I've got some ideas for a food storeroom that should cut down on that. The garden's coming along nicely, but I think I figured out how to set up a greenhouse. If I'm right, we could start growing some higher yield crops. We've got a pretty good handle on treating people's injuries, but there's a lot more going on out there than sprained ankles and zombie bites. If we put a little more work into our infirmary, we might be able to actually get ahead of it. Preventative medicine and all that. If we do a little more work on our treatment area, we could turn it into a real infirmary. Really take care of people, you know? I think I've got a plan for how we could really kit out the workshop. We'd be able to do a lot more to keep our cars working. If we added some more safety features to the workshop, we could start building some more sophisticated explosives. You know, without blowing ourselves up by accident. Oh, listen to this. I think I figured out a pretty easy way to get some refrigerated storage working. Should do a lot to cut back on the spoilage problem. Plus, can you say homemade ice cream? Of course, before we can do any of that, we need to build an infirmary. So there's that. Before we can do that, though, we need to find a way to get some power. Generators would be pretty straightforward. Or we could try to find a place with solar panels. We're getting a lot of good use out of the workspace. But if we put a little more time and effort into it, we could start doing some basic automotive repair. Might be nice to actually keep our cars running instead of dumping them on the side of the road when the engine starts to knock. Hey, Doc. Not too bad. No more than usual. I usually just lay down for a little while until it passes. Ew, no. Thanks, Doc. And there's no cure? Well, at least it's not serious or anything. I've been better. Haven't been able to take my meds for a while. The weakness is getting worse. I'm okay. The fatigue's getting worse, though. They still need your help out at the Barrett place. You better hurry. We found Doc. He's out at the old Barrett place, looking in on one of the Wilkerson boys. Yeah, only you're going to need to go get him. From the sound of things, they're penned in pretty good. You might want to come back and restock. You don't want to rush in unprepared. Don't forget, you still need to go get Doc from the Barrett place. Take the road southeast out of town a little ways. You'll see a dirt path on the left. Follow that all the way to the Barrett place. You can't miss it. A word of warning about the Wilkersons, though. Now, I'm not saying they've ever murdered anyone in cold blood, but you might want to be on your best behavior with them. That's all. No, Doc's good people. He can be a little crusty sometimes, though. We're not the only survivors around, you know. There's a few other groups scattered around the valley. Everybody'd love to have Doc as a full-time resident, but he's refused all of us. He says it would impede his ability to look after all his patients. Nobody's had the guts to push the issue yet. Makes house calls and everything. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to tell Jacob. Oh, no. Jacob, I'm so sorry. I don't think so. Don't worry about it. I'll alert the troops. Some weird rumors have been going around on the radio. People getting beat up, robbed, stuff like that. I don't know. Could be the old lady that volunteers at the cat rescue. Or, the Meals on Wheels guy. He's got a van and everything. Or, and this is totally speculation here, it could be the known felons who live just outside of town. Might want to ask Job about it. Mickey's got that temper. I'd hate to think how he'd respond to an accusation like that. So, you gonna go talk to Job Wilkerson? Not really. The occasional squabble over resources. You know, we saw some riots in the first couple of days. Nothing this organized, though. Did you find anything out? Perfect. Our friends and neighbors. What should we do? All right, I'll let everybody know. You watch yourself out there, too. Those people in Spencer's Mill are still in major debt to the Wilkersons. Just a reminder. Hey, I just got a report from some folks outside Spencer's Mill. Couldn't get a lot out of them, but they sounded scared. Might be worth checking out. Hey, are you gonna go look into those survivors I mentioned? He didn't make it. I'm sorry. Thought you'd want to know, one of the Wilkerson goons just dropped off a care package. Guy smelled like he hadn't bathed in a month. Seriously, I think the zombies stink less. Anyway, I hope you know what you're doing. I'm really not sure being buddy-buddy with the Wilkersons is a good idea. I think the Wilkersons are still waiting for you down at that trade meet. So, we've got a visitor? One of Job Wilkerson's guys. Something about a favor? I don't know, just hurry home, okay? I don't like the way he's looking at me. So, creepy guy who wants a favor update? Still here. Still creepy. Still wants a favor. So we're brokering deals for the Wilkersons now, huh? Super. What's next? Ooh, do you think I could join the mafia? I just don't think we should be so friendly with them, you know? I mean, yeah, not many people left, stupid to burn bridges, yada yada yada. I get that. But these are bad people. The only reason they haven't turned on us yet is because they're getting what they want from us. Okay, it's your call. But for the record, if this turns out to be a trap, I'm totally claiming I told you so rights for a week. Also, you're on cleanup duty. Have fun!